second year here at Georgia, what's the one thing you're looking forward to the most?
And to practice, the one thing I'm looking forward to the most would probably be the energy, the positive energy. We all have the same goals, so just seeing us move up and down that court, giving everything that we have 100%. I'm not saying we're gonna be flawless, but just keeping that positive energy. That's what I'm really looking forward to.
How have you guys handled that in the off season? Having some of that leadership lead, but having a freshman class come in. How's that been in terms of you guys building that chemistry up again?
I feel like just before, as leading up to now, how has it been, like our chemistry?
Just saying in the off season, yeah.
I wouldn't say much has changed from last year. I mean, of course, we're getting closer as time goes by. Our chemistry is and has always been wonderful to me. It's been amazing, a blessing, honestly, because you don't find that at every school. So with the freshmen coming in, we were able to take them in just like little sisters they are, and they were able to feed off our energy and give it right back.
Coach mentioned your mantra for this season, the way you're going to improve, is closing the gap. What have you guys been working on in the off season, and what do you expect to do this season to order and close those gaps against some of the teams that you lost to last season?
Closing the gaps really means just the little things that we have to work on, being consistent, whether that's rebounding, of course, continuing to take pride in our defense, guards going to rebound mostly, playing in the passing lanes, boxing out, making good passes. It's the little details that's going to change our game this year.
She also mentioned that last year you may have been a bit of a surprise to some teams, but that this year, after having such a successful season, nobody's going to overlook you. How do you think that's going to change your preparation and the way you guys are going to play this year?
We're going to have to work harder. We're going to take that into consideration. Every single practice, every single game, we know that everybody knows who Georgia is now. And when we come out on the court, we can't hold back. We have to give 120% every single game, every single second.
In terms of your play from last year, going into last year, going into this year, I mean, you were the type of guard that didn't play a lot of minutes, but when you got the opportunity, you were able to contribute. Coach Taylor said that you were kind of in the spot of having to learn and make adjustments on defense from game to game. Do you ever recall a certain moment or a game where you kind of noticed how hard that was?
I can't narrow it down to a particular moment, but I knew that every now and then I would think to myself, it's time to lock in. There were a lot of guards that were way quicker than the guards I played against in high school. So making that, that adjustment from high school into college, that did take me a little bit. It wasn't like a particular moment, but there were times where I was like, they're quicker, it's a little bit difficult. I gotta think a little bit more. I gotta use strategy, gotta use my length, gotta learn to use my speed, play smart, a little less hard, a little more smart.
And how'd you handle that throughout the summer workouts? How'd you handle that through the off season, through the conditioning? Like, what was your mentality in order to get to that point? If that makes sense.
I took a little bit more pride in my defense, personally. That's one thing that I really focused on. So whenever we did a defensive drill, we kind of just switched my mentality. Just like, all right, defense mode, move your feet. I was in my head a lot more. I was telling myself to sit down. I was telling myself, where's the next pass? What's the next move? Read the offense. It was just more personal, it's a deeper thought process.
Okay. And then in terms of the competition that y'all have at the guard spot, I mean, does it kind of excite you, I guess, to get into that friendly competition and be able to play for that starting spot at the beginning of the year?
Definitely. It's really competitive in practice and games. It's very exciting to know, it's an open spot and everybody's going for it. So we're all going head to head. It's exciting. It's really fun.
And then the last thing I have, in terms of forgot what I was going to ask.
I got another question.
Go ahead.
So with week one, getting started right now, obviously all your goals are out there in front of you. How would you define success for the team this season?
Success for the team. I would define success for the team this season as, like I said earlier, or like Coach Joni has said, kind of closing that gap, fixing the little things, and just bringing it to perfection, working on it until perfection. Not saying we're going to be perfect, because everybody makes mistakes, but we want to be real close to it, and also getting a step further in the tournaments, of course.
For sure. Okay, I know what I wanted to ask. With practices being longer now, with it being a 3-hour stretch, and these first-year players and having to get accustomed to that, how can you, as somebody who's been there before, how can you kind of teach them and help them through those tough times? If that makes sense.
Everybody has a different role on the team, and you're talking about the freshmen, right?
Yeah, I'm just talking about like with the practices being like 3 hours long.
Oh, that is, up until this point, we've been telling them that it's going to get tough, but you're going to have to push through. Personally, I feel like my role is just positive energy. That's something that I'm good at, is giving positive energy. The seniors, the juniors, they've been here a little bit longer than me, so they're able to share their experience with the freshmen. I was a freshman last year, so I remember mine a little bit more clearly than the seniors might. So it's just, passing down what we've been through.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. All right, great job, Matt.